What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Disco, and today we're going to be talking about the midterm election back in 2022 of November. This can go away. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Ah, fudge. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, we're going to be talking about the midterm elections. Now, what happened? Not about what happened, not about what could have happened, but actually, I take that back. It's what could have happened. So Democrats did pretty good in the midterm elections. It was the best year for an incumbent since FDR. And frankly, it was one of their better outcomes. I mean, it wasn't their dream outcome of like gaining in the Senate, gaining in the House, but they could have ultimately done 5% better. Now, around 5% better, and the House of Representatives would have gained them a lot. Now, in the Senate, I'm so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Senate and governorship, and I'm gonna have the House one just in a tiny bit. Now, dang it, this mic setup is really, really, really bad right now. Sorry about that, but okay, here it is. Turning up the mic, turning on my headphones. There we go. So, what if Democrats did better in the Senate? Now, here, let me just get this up. Okay. So now Democrats won these seats in the last midterm elections. Now, what would have happened? What would have happened? Now, okay, so all of these seats are Republican. Okay, so Alaska is the only one that's not going to change. Okay, so this is what happened. Now, only two seats would have changed, Wisconsin and North Carolina. Those two seats are the only ones that would have changed, therefore bringing their total up to 53 and not having it may not look like a huge amount. It's like, oh, just two seats. Oh, that's not enough. But both Democratic candidates have sided with like the usual Democratic agenda: get rid of the filibuster, pass the Voting Rights Act, passing a new John Lewis Act. These are tremendous bills, and they could bypass Joe Manchin and Sinema with one vote extra. Now, what about the cur? This is what would have happened. This is basing this off like current seats right now. So this is what happened in the midterm election. Maine, and Hawaii. Okay, so there are a few seats where like, oh yeah, obviously they're not going to change. And like for the governorship, I don't think there's much of a change. They would keep all of their seats. I think it would be only one seat, right? Yeah, it would be only one seat. They would only gain Nevada. They would only gain back Nevada, and therefore they would have an even split. Now for the House of Representatives, that gets a bit trickier. Now the total is about 20 more. You can do the math. Now we're 20 more, about 232 seats. Now, where in on this planet are they going to get 232 seats? Well, here they are. Okay, so it's also not about where, it's about 5% more. New York's, they have one, two, three, four, about four districts. One in New Jersey, one in Virginia, about one in Michigan, one in Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, none of these, none of these. One in Colorado, two in Arizona, one in Oregon and Montana, and a few in California. There's one more. I remember writing this number down, and I can't find it. There's a runaway district here, I tell you. There's a runaway district. Uh, God dang it. We have a runaway district, everyone. 1042, runaway district. Or I've messed up my numbers again. It's not the first time I messed up my numbers. Where is this district? I kid you not. I wrote this down. I literally have it on paper right here with me, wondering where the heck did this district go, or did I add a new one? I am looking through the map right now, and I am seeing no irregularities. There are none, and this is the final. We're gonna say this is the final map. I might have added a district or two without realizing. So that's on me. So either way, this is the final map. It'd be 231. It'd be 231 to 204. Now, what would happen? These are considerable margins, and this is one to take in. Now, obviously, I must disclose that we're going to do one for the Republicans as well. That will be the next video. But that's something to take into consideration. What would happen? Democrats would have more Senate seats, meaning a easier 2024. Democrats would have an even split of the gubernatorial name, like whatever league they have. It's definitely no Justice League. They would hold more, and they would keep Nevada. They would gain in the House. I mean, they probably would lose a few seats still. They lose one in Arizona, but still gain one. They would gain two in Colorado, one in Montana, Washington, Oregon, and I think they might lose one or two in California, but they would keep a lot of their seats and gain seats in New York that they won in the presidential election but lost in the House elections, and keep that one conservative district in Wisconsin that's always been up in the air. So there are many factors into this and what could happen. So, but for the basis of why think of 5%, 5% is the reasonable amount for a best case scenario. 5%, if you're within 5% of a district, of winning a district, you are considered that district is considered competitive. Now, it's considered extremely competitive. I'm going to put extremely competitive, or what we consider toss up. Now, if you're like 10%, that's considered competitive. While 5% is considered toss up districts. They can vote for either side. That's a horrible E, and I will give myself an E on that. But yeah, just given this scenario, the fact that they were so close of gaining certain House districts shows that the 2024 House election could be much more competitive than people might realize. And if Democrats are able to gain 5% in each of the polls and competitive districts and hold their own, they don't have to worry about the House very often. And with that, I end it here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.